Happens to see that's just the level of skill you display. So like
Yes,
throw apples at each other.
I like throwing apples. That's my version of PUBG. All right, it's time now as we're getting into our second game of Miramar for the day. It's day number 2 of week 3 here for the PUBG Europe League, and we are heading over to our commentary team once again. Sims and D-Man, talk to me about how much you love throwing apples on Sandhawk, because it's my favorite pastime, and I love you very much.
So here we go. Do you like throwing apples, Rich? You an apple thrower?
I mean, there's that apple over there, and that's been
This
here.
apple,
this thing's been here a week.
There's a railing in the studio here that there's been an apple. Nobody really knew who it was originally, and it has been sat there for a while.
It's shinier than Martin's
The cleaners
head.
came in and managed to take all of my notes during the break, but left the apple.
Does someone keep polishing it? Because every day it gets more shiny.
It does look very
you know,
shiny.
it's not decomposing, it's literally
It could
living its
just
best life.
be the studio lights, maybe. I'm not too sure, but wow, this plane is not good.
Oof.
For anyone on the west. It's great for the east. I'm going to go ahead and say it means we're going to get another Eastern Circle.
Anything can happen. Weird and wonderful stuff have happened in the past. We can even get these little mini island circles now and again. I'm still hoping for a prison circle. In fact, I'm still hoping for a milli circle. I ain't going to lie. We haven't actually even seen one of those yet, which is surprising, to be honest with you, on Erangel. You usually see one by now. But yeah, everyone who likes to go around that San Martin area, maybe further up to Cruz de Val, a little bit late to the party, not necessarily in comparison to the people down south, but certainly Navi will be able to get their home position. FaZe a little bit out of position yet again. They're playing off the back foot, unfortunately. Red Diamond's getting stuck in the thick of it. Picardo, usual spot for Liquid. And then you have Vitality, NIP, and the Knights, who time and time again we kind of see them all closer together. Circle isn't that bad. However, 50% of it with that road that pretty much goes through the middle.
TSM Circle here. TSM Circle. Get your odds on, boys. If you can vote still on the games, I'm not sure, but either way, TSM have won what 4 times in this circle. I think it is. I think this is the spot where they've
definitely 4 or 5
of their 6 wins they've had. Yeah, it's definitely way.
I mean, what have we had? We've had so where San Martin is, you go up the road, just turn left. We've had a finish there. Water treatment just to the south. We've had one on water treatment. We've had 2 on water treatment, in fact. Hacienda, just below Hacienda. This is a real for circle endings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the vicinity.
Where's NIP?
NIP is smack bang in the middle.
They are in there.
So I mean, we have this really big cluster of players.
I couldn't
just
see them
dumped
underneath
in the middle.
Knights. Yeah, they were kind of underneath.
Which is kind of why we see them catching one another. I mean,
well, Gustav's shooting them all. Gustav, they're all long dropping into San Martin. Yeah, Gustav's popping shots on them. He's trying to shoot, and Wookie now. Gustav and Wookie both trying to shoot NIP as they drop into San Martin.
I don't think we've seen anyone knocked out in mid-air yet so far this week, but it's certainly possible.
Well, that's Kane and El Azahar. He's not taking shots on anyone.
This circle in itself is actually, there's a lot of dead zone, which you might see a southern team take full advantage of this, whether we get FaZe or Jokers, maybe even Digital Athletics take a wide swing on this.
Did anyone even get hit? I don't think so.
Probably not.
It's quite hard, I guess, right? It's quite hard to. I mean, I guess they've got no scopes,
doing it, actually,
right?
If you remember, you actually got milli base. I don't know who it was, but I shot the guy going for Rust.
Yeah, it was the ESL staff tournaments. Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but it was great to hit him.
Yeah.
I thought I could get above me. I'm like, no, man, I've got an M4. Get out of it.
Bam.
I actually think a few teams may skip El Pozo and potentially even go all the way up to Cobra area and potentially insert themselves on the northern end, because it's going to be quiet. They know where the flight path is.
Empty, yeah.
That's what I mean. It's going to be a really quiet area, and okay, it's rough terrain with all the mountain edges and mountain sides and
it's
ridges in abundance.
Stuck a lot of teams out of place. So, like Jokers are down the bottom at the moment. They didn't actually go in Impala, which has kind of been their backup, right? If you remember way back in week 1.
Yeah.
And Winstrike are way up in Minas Generales. So these guys are not Minas Generales, Campo Militar, sorry. They're way out of position. So their rotations are going to be completely different from what they used to. They're going to be bumping into teams. Teams are going to be bumping into one another, thinking, hang on a minute. You should not be here.
We've seen the Militar drop a fair amount of times from Winstrike. Yeah. It's kind of like their backup one or the alternate one, if you will. I think the only problem for them is they might, well, they'll know Raise Your Edge is lingering around here, and they also know that it's G2's back garden just below them. You might see them fly past the Oasis, take a real wide swing through the north, which if we get one of these teams taking a really wide swing, they might bump into on arrival. Talk about a TSM circle. Brendan just gives them a free drop as well. Smack in the middle.
Been on the phone.
There you go.
In the break. Change the settings, boys. We got this.
This is a Yannick drop, is
my
this?
Man, my man Wookie needs a Mark 14.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah.
Enjoy, pal. Hey-o.
Enjoy. Oh, not again.
Not
did you
like
not
this.
Did you?
Come on, Lee. How many can you do? Not again. Not like this.
He's not having a good game.
It's not a great start. I thought it was a good place to go, but it's not.
It's not going well for him, is it?
It's the fight of the week.
Oh man, he's just sat there for like 50 minutes waiting for the last game, and now
And then his teammate's gone down as well.
He's just got out early.
It's not going well.
It's constantly going bad. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Dad
dear.
jokes are us
Anyway.
right here. Yep. Moving on. Red Diamonds. The winner's the last game. And by the way, I think they are now 50 points, I think it is, between Red Diamonds, who've just actually started to pick quite a few wins. They've got 4 wins now, and NIP. The gap between 3rd and 4th is ever increasing. But that 4th spot seems to be the one that everybody is gunning for right now. And with still, what, 24 games? Not 24 games, I can't count. 14 games to go. It's just very open still, in my opinion. Oh, we're talking about Jokers being out of position. They have just rotated right into FaZe Clan, and 8C has been caught out by it.
Looks like they got the initial pick though, right? And the flush as well.
Yeah.
So
And look at
8C
that.
goes down. It's straight across from the fields. They have the high ground. Have they blocked off FaZe, or have they gone for? Okay, they've gone for a wider swing to kind of get out of there. And yeah, I kind of. We'll touch back on these points in just a second.
Early fights.
That's another. You see, this is when we look at all these, and we kind of keep alluding to it. You have to. Oh, he's just going to punch him.
It's the
Punch him
main
in the
man
face.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what I mean. You have your. Oh, hey up. That's getting out of the car fast. Uber gets.
Oh no, he's flushed as well.
Completely answered. That is
Flushed.
some hard just. Oh no.
That's FaZe down 2. You know, they're a team that need to chase, and this is going to make them fall behind even more. They were pushing. They were only about 18 points at one point, but that's going to drop them. They had the 16th place in the previous game, and they're down to 2 already.
That flush BM, it was like no care in the world. He knew he had a second place, so I'm going to take a point and just. I'm going to go down in a blaze of glory. So
Well, look, it's a battle for
least.
position, right?
Yep.
Jokers are in 5th place. FaZe are in 7th place. You know, if you're coming in against FaZe, I'm going to take 2 of your guys out. Sure, I'm probably going to die for it, almost certainly, but I'm going to flush you out and ruin your chances, which will give me a better chance to chase.
Gypsy holding the angle here. 2 players pushing upon him. Pins in the back line. Best of luck damaged up. And we always say, make sure you confirm your numbers. There could be a really good grenade here. Senpai's turning up as well to the party. He wants to get that nade's going to be out, but it's going to be a little bit too far. Jeems, here's the long throw. There's the Kobe.
Did he just throw that into Gemty?
I think he hit the side of the wall. It was just guarding it.
I was like, hang on a minute, where did that nade go into? Gemty, oh no! He's still iron sighting it up. 3 bullets left, gets himself the knock and the kills. And Red Diamonds, well, they may have picked up the last game. Oh, that nade's good. Oh, catches Gemty. Second one's going to follow through. Goodbye, Gemty. You're going down. I think he's going to kill his own teammate for the process, but he will catch some. Gemty, oh, look at that! Jeeves gets in and revives him.
Clutch kill, clutch res, job done. He moved in front and managed to just get out of the way. All this were going down. Squeaky actually went, I think I copped for a knock there on the Red Diamonds. They get involved in that fight, which has given away their position now. It's put them out in the open and caught them off guard. So Navi will try and do some damage, but they are extremely far away. Trifeli's there to give some return fire and maybe a bit of breathing. Remember, the gear now only takes 50% damage when we talk about durability. So, that one's to the face.
He's gone. And they've got to be careful. Anybody else going to get caught? Yeah, hop, skip, jump, Squeaky leaping through the sky. Trifeli gets himself safe, and Navi causing problems for the current leaders, ENCE. And the circle, it does go favorable once again for TSM and NIP up to their backyard of San Martin and Hacienda. And we'll see. There's a lot of compounds up here. Obviously, we've had a big water treatment finish. If you think of the Winstrike win, this one's gone more centralized on Hacienda.
Let's go back to the points process then, as we were talking about earlier on. I think 1, 2, and 3, The only reason they're not going to be going to London is if they pretty much
If they have a really
they have to
bad,
have
yeah.
a bad day, a bad week, in fact. If they just keep being consistent, keeping in the top 5, sticking points on the board, getting the frags, then they're going to be safe. But this 4th spot, 292 NIP, 283 TSM, 280, 3 points off with Jokers. And even FaZe Clan, they're only 10 behind in 7th place.
Yeah.
It's 270. Everything there is really up for grabs.
You can go further afield because you think of the, like the Jokers had. Once you get that, if you get that win, generally you're going to get about 10 kills with it. So that's a 20-point game, which obviously you think of everybody else's average is probably around about 5 to 10 points per game, depending on how well they do at the top. I'm talking top teams here, not the lower teams that are going to get big fat zeros. So it's totally possible to make up ground.
If you really want to go for that far, then 260, 10th position, Red Diamonds, all the way up to TSM, it's literally 23 points. There's nothing in it. There's a couple of kills, if that.
And TSM, of course, had a good game in the last matchup. M19 catching one. Oh, ENCE entering all sorts of trouble here. League leaders, luckily, they've got a favourable lead. I think it's a 40-point lead. Squeaky in all sorts of trouble. G2 popping shots on him, but he gets in safe and actually in a prime position there, right next to TSM.
CrowCrowd trying to get a bit of revenge here. They've already lost one to a CIS member. It wasn't the Jokers, but Kemba's very tagged up and no helmet at all, so he's a sitting duck right now should somebody be able to catch him. Even up close and personal, it's always going to be hard to take a gun battle when you're not wearing armor. Navi, looks like they're going to settle here. They'll have the garage in perfect parking, actually. Why not? Keep the tyres clean.
I would love to know, sorry to cut across here. I would love to know the thinking of FaZe. Like, they've been involved in that fight, and they've decided to rotate east, which is where everybody was, the plane pass was. So there was the danger of crashing into people anyway, which is obviously where the Jokers sort of bumped into them. The Jokers, meanwhile, are catching with CrowCrowd, expected, both coming out of sort of Lost Leonis sort of region.
You got to remember, I think, where's the last place you'd expect teams to be?
Yeah.
And that's moving away from the flight path. So I understand the mentality. They're in such an awkward position now. They're a 2-man band just clinging on to dear life.
It's the old guard, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, Fuzz and Nexi.
if there were 2 that could do it, it would be these 2.
This is looking like a hot game for Team Liquid. 5 kills already. They've just managed to get the knock on tab now. He will get revived there. Kemba should be able to catch him. I think we're going to get a glimpse of it. Yep, here we go. Yempty. And this is good for him. Yesterday, he was saying, pretty vocal, saying, yeah, we got 41 points, but I felt I played badly. Couldn't hit a thing. Oh, the car explodes. He should be safe. And the block, or whatever you want to call it, the crate doing its job. That buggy, I don't think is going to last too much longer either.
They're probably just using it for bait, to be honest. It's already been tabbed up, so they don't expect him to,
it's
to
a
go
northern
for it.
swing. It's a northern swing. Water treatment. And NIP are golden right now. Raise your edge. Of course, you do come down from that north. Are looking very comfortable in their compound.
Okay, so this is where we've had our 4 circles. Basically, from the field, just head west. Along this main road, 1, 2, 3, where Winstrike is. It's basically through the middle now, split. Where NIP's already set up is where your circles have ended so far. We've had 3 of them in PEL, and there's an abundance as well across all the different league. I think I'm looking at my map here. We're talking about 10 circles what have ended within this very small vicinity.
Is there something between you guys? Vitality and the Knights. Have you got some sort of grudge going on in the game that I don't know about? Because they meet each other every single game.
Oh, and that's going to be harsh for James.
He's going to get flushed.
I think he's going to go straight for the flush, right? There's only a couple of them left, so you've got to get every single point that you can. He might have moved into a position.
Liquid have moved away from this. No, the Liquid have already moved away. Samti and Ibiza and Gemty have already gone way over towards the hills of San Martin, so he's completely on his own. Oh, they're actually in the distance. They just caught them on the hill there.
I saw the car coming back. Whether or not that's a save is a different question. No, it's not. Bye-bye.
They were. Ibi was coming, but yeah, he's going to get flushed out. So Team Liquid down to 3. CrowCrowd making the hop, skip, and jump across. TSM, I just saw lose one, get a knock there, but I think he's going to get back on his feet. Yeah, Gustav will get him up. Squeaky,
no helmet,
stuck in the barn.
You know who's in a really good position for a change? Raise your edge.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're sitting pretty in that compound,
it's really
right?
good, isn't it? It's nice
perfect.
to see. I mean, I know it was a bit of a more northern circle, and obviously they come down from the north, but they decided to get the boots on the ground for a change rather than sitting on the edge and playing off the back foot. They're now plumb centre, and all they got to do is make sure that they keep a guard. And I'd say over the last week or so, their aggression has started to really come out compared to week number 1.
Yeah, but it was starting to feel more confident, I think, in the lobby. I think that's what a lot of these teams have been. You know, a lot of them were very nervous at the start. Clearly, you know, a bit of adjustment period required. It's like you're not just traveling to another country and in and out and sitting in a hotel. This time you're traveling there and you're living there. You are moving there. It's some big adjustments for some of these young lads that have had to make the move. Some more experienced than others, of course, so, you know, adjusted quicker. I think that's what we were seeing with a lot of the CIS teams as well. You know, big adjustment for them, of course, moving from Russian-speaking countries to a German-speaking or German-English-speaking country. Although, oh my God, Ibiza's just come rocketing down. He's going to be a dead man. Yeah, straight into CrowCrowd. Don't think that was the plan.
Probably don't expect 2 players lingering off the back foot here inside the blue. That means that 2 members of Team Liquid will be left standing to try and do whatever they can. Gustav has been knocked in no man's ground. The Knights are just on the hill. If you want to try and run for a res, you're going to have to do it now, because otherwise the blue, I think he's going to be safe. Yeah, he's just inside. Smokes are up, so they'll be able to keep the 4 stack going. However, that's going to be Gustav's second knock, if I'm not mistaken. And it's probably going to be an easy one, because we did see one of the players running around without a helmet.
Oh, Digital Athletics are coming straight in towards NIP at the moment. That's the rotation that's happening. Gaxi and VAD are going to be the ones that are going to get crashed. We'll get it on your screens in just a second. Winstrike also taking shots at them, and it's the push coming through. Dream for you. Someone now knocked himself there. Gaxi's cooking the nade. That's the help they needed. Winstrike landing the knock onto Mert as he tried to jump himself through. NIP just going to regroup here. VAD and Gaxi backing away while DA move next door.
Yeah, it's one of those points where you say, why have you got a grenade in your hand? Keep your gun out and take these fights. But the
2-2 they got, look at this, they're getting support coming. Miraku and MBS are both coming in for NIP, so they're going to try and take that fight. Meanwhile, you can see TSM and the Knights pushing aggressively. They have got Gustav back on his feet as they try and catch him in the back. Trade and the spray down from Wookie with the M249. Sorry, with the Scar not working out for him there. Does manage to catch what he can. Back over, you can see in the bottom corner there, NIP, all 4 members of NIP now there, and DA got their 4th on his feet again.
So they need to make an option here to TSM. What do we do? Do we push this advantage and take the fight, or do we get inside the circle? Because they are quite far out, and while G2's off in the distance, they'll be hearing all these shots and reading what's going on, and basically just playing border control.
And Squeaky keeps coming up behind him. They've not dealt with him yet, and he just keeps taking shots on TSM every time they make a push.
Nice nade.
Squeaky comes around, there's another, onto Miraku.
Literally got it through the gap.
M9 Team and Team Liquid, that's clashing. That is on the edges of San Martin. CrowCrowd also getting involved in this one. Samty will find M19 though and eliminate them in 15th place. He's going to get his brother back on his feet, or will he, because Magister was coming in behind. Squeaky finally down. He did manage to cause himself a bit of trouble. Got Michael down, the birthday boy, yesterday, and Wookie is going to have to abandon him, it seems, as the blue is pressing. And we are going to have to lose a member of TSM. G2 are ready and waiting. Look at this.
Mexi's down as well, so FaZe are having hard, unfortunately. Rough game for them. Rory and Gustav left to just run around headless chicken. When we look towards Gustav, unfortunately, still no helmet on the man, but an AKM in hand, so he can take a fight if he needs to. Wookie and Michael, back-to-back TSM players down. And now this is what I'm mentioning about the oncoming fight. All this has been going off in the backlines. G2 have been setting up and preparing because they knew there were several teams who had to hit them head on.
Vitality now also getting knocks onto Drayden and finishing him off there. NIP continuing this siege onto Digital Athletics, not happy about their compound being pressured, trying to push around there. Mexi confirmed. You can see Udir going down, so G2 also being caught. Actually, G2 were trying to fight them back, actually being caught out. They've lost 2, now they've lost 3, and G2 may well be done and dusted before they get a chance to fight these 2 teams pushing on them, but they do keep TSM down. That's going to be Chris down in the distance there. The Knights, who have had a torrid time so far, really bad week last week and this week so far, managing to finally come out on top.
Looks like it was a clutch up from Kaint in the kill feed, picking up a double, which manages to keep G2 alive. FaZe is gone. Znark hitting both members of FaZe, unfortunately, from a 16th to a 13th. That ain't good. Team Liquid, Samty bleeding out in the distance. If that grenade's good, this could be a res. That's done some damage. Now he needs to press the advantage. Does he know where he is? Surely Samty's told him and he's giving him this info.
Jazz has got reels for the second game running. Going to be some good banter between those two, that's for sure. Circle centers up, so NIP, this battle with Digital Athletics is actually really key for that position. Team Liquid, Gemty does get outplays down. Will he be able to get his brother back up? Yes, he will. So the brothers continuing to work for Team Liquid, continuing to collect kills as well. Looking good for them again in terms of kill scores.
The good point is the couple of body boxes kicking around as well. They took out a few members, so they'll be able to clean up. ENCE has eliminated 11th place. We still have this battle between Digital Athletics and NIP. We're actually inside the circle here. We're fairly deep inside as well, so
it's a good spot.
This will be good for him, but Gaxi has to be careful. Somebody just tries to punch him in the back, but again, that's where you have to be careful. If you're going to shoot somebody, you have to be prepared to see through the final kill.
Ooh, Sadovnik's actually trying to flank around them here. The NIP are going to back away from that one, realizing this is a bit too risky. Raise your edge down low. They're actually looking to get on the hills. That's going to be the Knights going down. Liquid will follow as well, so it's going to be 10th for the Knights. Liquid down in 9th. As the Jokers, who are chasing Team Liquid, will catch them out. Remember Jokers, they had that engagement with FaZe Clan very early on. They did lose one. They've lost tenure as well at the same time. So it is just Kemba and Tab doing work. G2 are sending it. They're launching in. I think Raise Your Edge might cat them out. They will. They get Kane down, but G2 are down to 1.
Chris manages to find himself inside a hangar at least for now. So he does have some space to play with. Wanted with that M24 once again.
This is a massive game for NIP. This is where they can pick up points and separate themselves. They're the 4th place team right now, and everybody's chasing them. If they can come out big in this game, it will put a marker down and force everybody to really step up their games, because all these teams have been chasing them right now, and they've been slowly but catching them, because NIP had a brilliant second week.
And especially when you look to see that TSM's gone down quite early. They were 9 points behind them, so getting rid of it and eliminating a team that's just hot on your heels like that, they only need one good grenade to do some serious damage to Digital Athletics and push them outside this compound, because if the circle doesn't go their way, that's the focused information, right? That's what you're going to be constantly wary of. There's a team inside here. We can't run until you're dead, because if we run, you're going to shoot us in the back. Where do we go? It's super annoying, and that's why you have, I believe it was Gaxi holding that hard angle on the outside. It's going to be a nuisance, but again, they're safe. They don't have to push this one. Why bother losing players when you can stay alive?
Yeah, especially now you're in with 8 teams alive. You know, you're starting to get to placement points, right? So you're in. But
it's certainly not shareable.
No, it's absolutely not. But at the moment, they can live with it and just accept the fact. I think they're actually out of nades as well. They've tossed a lot of nades at Digital Athletics, not managed to get too much from it. Winstrike gifted a crate. It's going to go their way. And now NIP are saying, ha! It's outside of the compound that the circle moves to. You're going to have to push on us. Vitality, meanwhile, on the hillside, they are sitting very pretty with 4 alive. Could be the best performance from Vitality for quite a few rounds.
Where's your health, Tab?
And where's your helmet?
Literally just smashed him in the head. Nothing at all. The meds will come out, but it looks like there's an off angle here from Monkey.
Oh,
Spots out Kemba.
Yep.
One nade will do it all.
Well, Tab is luckily alive.
Look at Tixu. Tixu's cooking one. It's in his hand. Here we go. Have a look. Up and over.
He saw the knock as well, so he's coming straight over. Oh, it's just cooked too much.
That'd have been perfect.
That would have been absolutely on the button. Just cooked too much. So Raise Your Edge are catching Na'Vi off guard. They've managed to make the push on the hillside, so they're trying to push up on towards G2. It's Vitality's angle for that shot. And yeah, look at that. He had a clean angle on them both. Tab just tucked away.
I actually think the crate probably brought his attention over there as well. That may have been a little bit unlucky.
Just in the eye line. Just a quick peripheral vision.
People down there as well.
Oh, Kemba, what happened? Okay, well, they're down. They're done. Jokers out in 8th place. And that's a chance for NIP to stretch their lead over everyone now that's been chasing the pack. Question is, can they get a lot of points from it? As of yet, I don't think they have a great deal, maybe 1 or 2.
This is a really good player from NIP. You could see that they're extended into the ban that was actually inside the circle, but there's still left players back to hold them and give them an eye line.
Oh, so I think the bike just rolled over and rolled onto him.
Quite in the open as well, so they have to be careful here that Navi doesn't see them. They've got a good angle on Navi. They can hold the ridgeline because Navi has to come front and center. I'd be really careful that they don't push. Level 3 gear as well.
He's got himself two angle here. Goes for one, gets the monkey. Jazza sees, spins around, coming over the top. Jorski gets on him, but Jazza gets one down. Can't reply with a second. And Vitality, who had the prime angle, have been caught napping. And Winstrike just stroll upon them.
Losing 2 players like that's not going to be good this late in the game. They were heavily split up watching the off angle, but not actually watching their back. So that's definitely a misread to leave players unchecked like that, or at least not check the corner.
DA thought, yeah, it's not real. They can't push onto an AP. There's too many here. They tried to go low. They tried to try and steal some kills away, and it doesn't look like it's worked out for them. Razor Edge have caught them out. You can see Mer even putting the damage down. Na'Vi in the firing line. As soon as that fire dissipates, he will have a clean angle onto Sadovnik as Merchant continues to try and steal them away. Not going to happen. Na'Vi down in 7th.
Razor Edged have a decent angle here, but the next circle should push them apart. Looks like Winstrike now, after having a valiant effort and picking up a fair amount of kills, will be going down. DA is down in 6th, and I expect Winstrike to be following rather soon in 5th. There it is, confirmed on screen. NIP, where do you go? Circles against you, but you got vehicles, but you do have to move now. Nasus and Shadow.
It's down to the big man.
They'll have the comp before Chris is... Oh, yeah,
the big,
solo.
The big man. He sent it to get in there.
I mean, it's a compound, right? But it is downhill and it
Look
is
how many nades
downwind.
are going.
They're just clearing it out.
There's a red zone coming at you, Chris. Let's see if he can survive it. They're also tossing smoke, so they're going to make the move to that compound. NIP trying to line angles up, but it's Chris that's about to get very busy with Raise Your Edge moving down towards the hill towards him.
Inside them, there's those crates, though, on the side. He'll just be sat on top of one of them, so the nades might not actually hit him. He'll be safe for now, but with 3 people running at you, I think that's going to be all she wrote.
I mean, they've got to expect somebody in there, probably aware that maybe Chris went for it. We're going to see Shadow, though, taking shots. You can see Chris, the silhouette, sitting in there, the X-ray.
Oh, this is the
Love
one
to get an angle from Chris to see where he is. Look
you
at
can
that.
literally hide.
They see him. They're going straight for that position. He is tucked in. Yeah, he's in that hidden position. Yeah, they're onto it. They're going straight over. Wanted finds him straight away, and Chris will go down. But that's another 4th place for G2.
That could be a belting nade.
Is that a cracking nade? Oh, he got in! Brilliant from Shadow. The second one lined up. That may well confirm it. I think he's tossed it identical position. No, it hit the edge of the building. He does manage to catch him, and he's going to bleed out there. Vard. Gaxi just about heals himself up.
Return fire will come through. Pre-smokes will go down. Gaxi just trying to stay alive and play for time here. They are just silhouetting ever so slightly. And again, this came down to NIP's positioning. You had to pick your poison. Do you take Raise Your Edge? Do you go for one compound, or do you go middle and potentially knock out Vitality? Vitality have the high ground right now, but that's a belting shot at distance. MBS takes a mouthful. He's down, potentially out as well. I don't think Miraku's going to be able to get him no matter how many smokes you have, because NASA's already going to have this line of sight.
He's laying the path. He's laying the smoke path. He should be able to get back there, I think.
I think running there is too dangerous at this point. Look at how many SLRs are just facing out of 24 as well. He'd have to stand up and go for it.
It's down to Miraku's going to get to the tree, the little cactus tree. Does manage to crawl in there, and he will get the revive off, and it's quite vital to get 3 alive rather than 2 at this stage. You can see Gaxi is taking so many hits. Every time he gets up, he's getting smacked back down again. Circle goes to that shack. It's the prime position if NIP can get to it. The question is, how much utility did they use to just get to where they are? Wanted a fast rail, going for the move. They're trying to get the flank around on Shadow down low. Nasus was trying to keep NIP at guard. And you can see they now have a new angle. There you go. Wondering about the utility. MBS caught out straight away.
Also worrying about the health and the meds, the situation for Gaxi inside that cabinet. I don't know how much more he's got. He's definitely gone through a fair amount so far. And MBS is probably going to be dead from this one. Fast Rail getting that off angle, and also being able to watch Gaxi on the front lines here, because they've been able to see the battle unfold and where the grenades were initially coming through, and pretty much where they pinned up against Vitality. Vitality might be able to strike back here. They just need a you know, one pick, open up something, and be able to make it work. God knows how. MBS is still alive.
Yeah, frustration from Wanted. You could see he had the angle. Okay, Gaxi's definitely gone this time. You ain't bleeding out that time. Couple Magic done the job. 7 kills and counting, by the way. That's going to be number 8 for Raise Your Edge. A big round for the team low down. MBS caught out as well, Wanted, and that's going to be NIP flushed out 3rd place for them. They're going to get the placement points, and that's what they needed with everybody nipping at their heels. But now Vitality versus Raise Your Edge, 2v4 as they push the hill.
This should be a Raise Your Edge game. The strength in numbers, outmanned, outgunned. However, they do have the compound. Vitality need Raise Your Edge to make a mistake here. Show the face, get up and personal, solo, just make a mistake. Then they can take full advantage, but unfortunately a bullet does hit him in the scalp, and they might... There's no real reason to move on this. They're holding the line. There's a 3-man stack. Couple Magic in the back with the M24, watching the angle if they... to give them the information. They're center circle.
Yeah, they have the center spot.
They just wait this one out.
It's down to Vitality to move. Shadow gets tagged again, so he's going to have to heal him. Nasus is going for a flank position, but he's immediately spotted out there. You can see as he tosses out the nades, they're coming his way, trying to draw some fire away from Shadow maybe, but Shadow eats another nade, has to heal again, down to his last first aid, so he's really been unable to move. Now Nasus catches one, and Raise Your Edge just have everything still stacked. They've been in that compound, they are the northern-based team, so this circle really has benefited them. And now Vitality doing what they can to try and take the fight away as FaZe goes for the push. That's a great hit from FaZe from Shadow. Catches one, but Nasus down instantly. He runs in, and Wanted will pick up the kill. It is the 5th chicken dinner for Raise Your Edge.